Yo, this is Bernard, aka the Scarlet Spider.
And this is Samir, the King in Black. You want to share what's so funny with the rest of the class, Bernard?
Because I literally said you probably drinking Kool-Aid, and we are the Angry Blerds podcast.
Where the nerds are black and the nerds are angry. What does Kool-Aid have to, why is that so funny? What if I was drinking Kool-Aid?
I don't know, it'd just be funnier.
I'm drinking a root beer.
I guess. Alright, you gonna say your part?
I did.
You did? You said what the nerds are black, what the nerds are angry?
Yeah, you're not an active listener. Probably why you're single.
Oh, wow.
No, I'm not an active listener because my back is in pain. I hope I still got some of those muscle relaxers. Alright. So, it's been going on for almost a month now. Let's get into it. The writer's strike and the actor's strike. Mainly, we're going to be talking about the actor's side of things. So, Black Mirror actually came into fruition last year. So, with the episode Joan is Awful. Because during the filming of WandaVision, they reportedly scanned the backgrounds, actors and faces so they can create digital replicas. And the actors did not give permission because they didn't know what was going on. So this is actually from NPR. Alexandria Rubakia was told by the production crew to report to a tractor trailer. So dozens of other background actors were wrangled at the same site where one by one they were told to stand in front of a series of cameras on metal rigs behind glass. She said they were told to have your hands out, have your hands in, look this way, look that way, let us see your scared face, let us see your surprised face. So yeah, so she said that the actors had their faces and body scanned for about 15 minutes each, and then their digital replicas were created.
Hey, 15 minutes.
Yeah, and they were never told how or if the digital avatar would be used on screen, and if it's used, they might never know. So yeah, Disney has not made a comment. And just so you know, background actors usually make a minimum of $187 a day.
So, peanuts.
Yes. I mean, but some people do make a living off of doing background acting.
Well, if it's a side thing.
No, I mean, like, it'd be like a part-time job, but then, you know, they're also doing other stuff, like some are waiters and waitresses, some do Uber, things of that nature. But yeah, man, I'm just like, come on, man.
Dude, what got me was, what show was it? It was a hit show on Netflix, like, and like, right after the show was done, the person had to go back, and they were an EP. Like, that's how effed up the pay scale is. Like, they wrote on the show and they were an executive producer, and they still ended up doing Lyft after the show was over because of the money dried up like ASAP. I can't remember what show it was, but it was a big one on Netflix. I don't think it was Orange is the New Black, but Orange is the New Black, they did have issues with some of the side characters and things like that. They had issues even finding transportation and to even get to set to work because of how low the pay was.
Mm. All right, so, you know, during all of this, Will Wheaton, who we all might know as the young, what I don't remember his designation on Next Generation.
Isn't he like the bridge commander or something?
No, that was Riker, dude.
Oh,
Wesley
Riker,
Crusher.
Yeah, that's right.
This up real quick.
I did not watch that much of Next Generation. My entry into Star Trek was Deep Space Nine and Voyager.
I mean, you up here talking about, man, he was a bridge show. Come on, man, stop it. All right. Let's see what his rank was. Engineering officer. So, yeah, played by Will Wheaton. So, Will Wheaton, you know, I'm starting to notice a trend here when it comes to, you know, young kids in Hollywood. It's mainly the white parents that take your money. All right, because Jason Weaver.
No, not true. Not true.
I said mainly.
Oh.
Mainly. Okay, because who were you going to say?
Judy from Family Matters. Her parents screwed her over.
Well, her parents screwed her over. I don't know if they took all of her money.
They got out of pocket because they tried to get her more.
Yeah, they pulled the Terrence Howard.
Yeah.
So she went up them stairs and never came back.
They just, oops, what happened to Judy? Who knows? Yeah, who?
Who Judy? Ain't no Judy here. But yeah, so Will Wheaton said that his parents nearly stole all of his salary from his entire childhood of being on Star Trek: The Next Generation. And let's see how long he was actually on there for a second.
God dang shame.
Oh, he was in the films. He was in Nemesis as well. And he appeared on Picard.
No, hopefully he emancipated himself by then.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he was an adult by then. All right. So let's go to Will Wheaton's filmography. All right, here we go. TV shows and appearances. 85 episodes from 87 to 94. So 7 years worth of money. So they took all of that money, didn't put it in the trust fund or a little percentage of it to nothing. So he said
he working his ass off, and they over there buying boats and shit.
Bro, why you just think everybody want a boat?
I don't know. I don't want a boat. Boats are terrible.
Yeah, we already did this. Okay, we named an episode "You Boat Shaming People." Stop boat shaming people. All right. So yeah, he said his Star Trek residuals were all he had, and they kept him afloat for 2 decades while he rebuilt his life.
Dang.
Yes. So, I mean, good grief, guys! If you have kids and they want to be famous, don't spend all the money.
No, do what the Olsen twins parents did. Invest, save, and let it accumulate so they can use it when they get older.
Yes.
And let they buy.
I'm pretty sure, but they probably kept like maybe 10% or something.
I don't know if they did anything. I'm under the impression they let them keep all their money until they were adults.
Yeah, I mean,
like they manage their money well, which is why the Olsen twins are still wealthy to this day, and they even got Elizabeth in on it.
And we don't. I mean, did they get Elizabeth on it, or she did it on her own?
She probably decided later, and then her sisters.
Her parents probably kind of shoehorned her into all them. Remember when they were doing all those Olsen twin movies, like New York Minute, and like the ones that went straight to DVD.
There was definitely
one of those.
No, there was definitely a really old video that was strictly VHS about something the Olsen twins were doing, and they were talking about how their little sister's annoying. That was her.
Yeah, that was I feel like that was on the set of New York Minute.
No, it was they were like 6. So
okay,
and
so
Elizabeth was like
House.
3. Yeah, Elizabeth was like 3. It was around that time.
Yeah, so it had to be Full House because you got to remember, dude, they didn't do anything standalone until like they pretty much got older. Because then they did Two of a Kind when Full House ended, and that's when they started doing all them damn.
What was crap? I can't remember that movie. Me and my wife watched one recently because she likes nostalgia. So she
was in one movie that they did for TV. It was called How the West Was Fun. That came out in '94.
Yeah. Oh god, these Olsen twin movies.
Yeah, man. And back then, that's when they were 8. They're the same age as us.
Yeah, they are.
Old yet?
Nope.
But yeah, so all right. So as far as some more strike news goes. Everyone's least favorite CEO, David Zaslav.
He ain't though. There's a lot of shitty CEOs out there.
But he's the least, okay? Because this is why. So he said the strike saved more than $100 million in Q2, but he also hopes that the negotiations resume very soon. So the strike helped us save money due to the fact that the Flash bombed, and we lost 1.9 million subscribers when we transferred over to Max. But let's resume negotiations. So make it make sense, because it just basically seemed like, hey man, y'all doing us a favor. That's what it sounded like to me.
Look, you can't be a good person and a CEO at the same time. It don't often compute.
Yeah. But yeah, so he also said we're in the business of storytelling. Our goal is to tell great stories and stories with the power to entertain, and when we're at our best, inspire with stories that come to life on the big screen and the small. Yeah. And he also said we cannot do any of that without the entirety of the creative community. The great creative community without the writers, directors, editors, producers, actors, and the whole below-the-line crew. Our job is to enable and empower them to do their best work. We're hopeful that all sides will get back on the in the negotiating room soon. and that these strikes get resolved in a way that the writers and actors feel that they are fairly compensated and their efforts and contributions are fully valued. So it wasn't him, but it was one of the other guys from the Big Five that said, "Yo, we just gonna wait this out until people start losing their houses."
Look, I'm like, just pay them their money. I want to see Arcane Season 2. If I don't get Arcane Season 2, someone's getting cut. All right, that's it. Someone's getting stabbed if I don't get to see Arcane Season 2.
You ain't gonna cut nobody.
Bitch, if I don't get Arcane Season 2, you gonna find out.
Stop the cap.
Wow, am I gonna see you on the news?
You gonna see something. They're gonna ask me where you hit the bodies. I'm gonna show you where you hit the bodies. Where's Season 2 at? How about that? Yeah, you can see the bodies.
Ah, damn, man. I forgot I was supposed to be drinking on this episode. This is episode 150.
Is it? Okay, is that what I'm doing? Am I drinking to the episode 150?
I mean, I usually try to drink like every 50 episodes.
There you go. See? It burns going down. Man, it burns going down.
Shut up. But yeah, so get ready to have all of your content stretched out because, like we said,
look, this will give me a chance to catch up.
Okay, on what?
Backed up movies, some TV shows, and a whole lot of comic books.
But you just consistently playing Diablo.
I have a problem, Bernard, and I will thank you not to shame me because of my addiction. Don't be toxic.
No, your problem is you suck at time management. And we've already had this discussion.
Diablo 4 has me hard, okay?
What did he say?
Speaking of which, we should talk about some of the patch notes they released on patch 1.11. I don't know. It's
the most recent patch. God damn.
Yeah, so it's really. So I'm gonna give a cursory thing because you can look at the patch notes in detail. But essentially, they just walked back a lot of the changes that made people angry in the first patch. So a lot of the changes and alterations were met with a lot of criticism.
And plus, people are having issues saving their game.
I didn't hear about that.
I just heard. Oh wait, no, that was Baldur's Gate. Sorry.
Yeah, no, we'll get to that in a second. So, so essentially, the devs said they implemented a kiss curse methodology with the patch, where basically they would improve something and lessen it somewhere else to balance the game out. So, because that was met with so much derision and ire from the fan base, they decided to just remove some of the decreases and the nerfs and just kept all the benefits. So one of class in particular, one I was playing, which I noticed was having some problems, was Sorcerer. And now they have a lot more benefits and increases. Like, for instance, the Hydra skill, normally it would be 2 extra Hydra heads, but it's less time. Now it's more time, actually, and 2 extra heads. So that's just one thing they did. Also, they gave a lot of buffs to the Chain Lightning build. So they want to basically increase more build diversity. The Druid and the Barbarian, they had a lot of early game problems where it was really hard to level from 1 to 50. And then they got really good later game, but they fixed that and they made it more streamlined experience from 1 to 100. So that's good. And they buffed a lot of the gear and hopefully this is just going to, smooth the game out and make it a lot more enjoyable and balanced going forward. So I'm excited to keep playing the game and enjoy it.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, why don't you go to Chapter Art?
How about no? Because I finally started Hogwarts Legacy and I literally you bought it on the Great Market. So it's in your library. My bad. Fuck. So, yeah, I just skipped over Crisis Core. I'm like, Final Fantasy, what? Crisis who?
You should have gone back and played Crisis Core.
Sounds good, but now I'm having a lot of fun playing Hogwarts Legacy. Like,
you not for long. That game is stale as hell, dude.
I mean, see, unlike you, I like to do all the side stuff, so I've been doing a lot of side stuff.
And the side stuff's as stale as hell.
In between main missions, so your boy is already at level 17, and he just started on SAP.
Okay, I think I quit around level 30. It wasn't hitting it, man. I'm just saying, that game is tone deaf. No.
Look, we are not the same, okay?
Yeah, you're right. I don't support racial discrimination.
You're a quitter.
Yeah, I quit because of racial discrimination. I'm sorry. I wanted to back the goblins, not try to stomp out their rebellion, sir. All right.
Was it a rebellion or was it total domination?
No, it's a rebellion. They wanted rights and they weren't getting it.
Alrighty.
And then what the rights at? You saw the movies. Where were the rights in the movie, Bernard? They should have kept raging until they got their rights.
Well, guess what? They pretty much cut all that out of Prisoner of Azkaban. So you got to blame Warner Brothers for that. Because don't forget, Hermione started that whole coalition full of.
Yeah, but she shouldn't have. She shouldn't have to 100 years later. That means they still don't have rights.
Hey
what? Hey what? You got dang. What? What you got to say?
They gave up.
They didn't give up. They were stomped down.
Hey, somebody got to get back up and fight, and nobody did. All right. So speaking of fighting, my right foot is asleep. That's not where I was going, but okay, we're here now, so screw it. One of my favorite actors. I mean, can I call him a favorite actor? I mean, I don't think I really seen that much.
Stephen Amell. He's sold out. He's sold out.
Okay, so we're not gonna do that because
we're not gonna do what?
You're just gonna straight up call the man a sellout.
So listen, the Angry Blerds are going to make a personal statement at this very moment. We are pro-strike. We want them to get paid their due. Okay? Strike. All right? We are with you. Okay? Now, what does Stephen Miller have to say to that? He's not with them?
No. He actually said...
He don't approve of striking?
You going to let me finish?
Go ahead.
You going to keep cutting me off? Stop doing the bobblehead stuff. All right. So, while Stephen Amell said he does support SAG after and the Writers Guild, he said he did not support striking. All right. So, he actually said this at a comic convention, and once again, no, I don't think he got booed. But you can't say things like this and say, "Oh, I wish it was kept private." Sir, you said it at a Q&A. Everyone's going to be recording you. Hell, I still have a live stream of a Q&A from Florida SuperCon from maybe 2015 with the people from Marvel. So it was Dan Slott, Mark Bagley, blah, blah, but that's neither here nor there. So he actually had to clarify it because, everybody was going in on him.
Yeah, I bet.
Samir.
You're
in the red again. Shut the fuck up. All right. So people were literally just dropping comments like, "You have failed your guild," and with little bow and arrow emojis.
Yeah, he deserves it.
All right. So he actually said, he made a post on Instagram that said, "Please read below." I'm going to screenshot it. So, if y'all want to read alongside with me, y'all can do that. So he said, "Please read below as I thought it was important to clarify comments I made this weekend." Oh, shit, man. How many got... Okay. All right. He wrote a lot, but I'm going to try to read it all. Understandably, there's been a lot of reaction to the comments I made this weekend about our strike. To ensure there's no misunderstanding about my thoughts and intentions, I'm providing what I actually said and clarify/context to ensure my feelings weren't unintentionally misinterpreted. We all know sound bites can be taken out of context, and I have too much respect for my fellow union members not to clarify the record. And that is true. Sound bites can be taken out of context all the time.
Sure.
All right. So what I actually said, one, I support my union. I do, and I stand with them. This doesn't need much clarity. My support is unconditional, and I stand with them. Two, what I actually said, I do not support striking. I don't. What this means in full context, I understand fundamentally why we're here. My off-the-cuff use of the word support is clearly contradictory to my true feelings and my empathic support that I stand with my union. Of course, okay. I don't like striking. Nobody does. But we have to do what we have to do. All right. What I said. 3, I think it is a reductive negotiating tactic, and I find the entire thing incredibly frustrating. In full context, I'm an actor, and I was speaking for over an hour. All right. I emote, but I certainly don't think these issues are simple. Our leadership has an incredibly complicated job, and I am grateful for all that they do. Despite some of my terrible early acting work, I assure you, I am not a robot from an intellectual perspective. I understand why we are striking, but that doesn't mean it isn't emotionally frustrating on many levels for all involved. What I said for Damn, Stephen, why are you writing paragraphs? I think I think that thinking as it pertains to shows like the show that I'm on, why he wrote that twice, that I'm on that predetermined last night, I think is myopic. But I meant nothing about the strike is funny, but I may self-deprecate for a moment. I have no clue what I was trying to say here, and who says I think that thinking. Perhaps it was an inarticulate shout out to our crew and cast, who mean the world to me. I'm simply sad that we don't have a chance to celebrate a show that all of us figuratively, and I literally broke my back for it. Don't do the Mike Tyson shit. All right. As I said from the jump, I want to ensure that my thoughts and intentions are not misconstrued. The situation reminds. Oh, see, you forgot a word. This situation reminds me of the proverb, "The road to hell is paved with good intentions," which apparently, after reading a limited amount of the commentary, is a place many of you would like me to visit. Damn. However, at least for the foreseeable future, I choose to stand with my union. When you see me on the picket line, please don't whip any hard fruit. Stephen.
All right, so if he's actually going to join the picket line,
Yes.
I can sit there. Fine. Boy misspoke. Okay.
No, he didn't misspoke. He said what he said, but he had to clarify it because people took it out of context. He was basically saying that
It was pretty clear initially.
no, he literally, because once again, we only heard a 30-second to a minute soundbite, so they cut it off where he basically said all this in public. Once again, people pushing there. It's like, oh, Green Arrow don't fuck with people no more, huh?
You don't. So I'm glad he clarified it though. And
yes.
And yeah, I mean he needed to, because that first little post when I saw oh shoot, he done messed up. Why would you say that right now? I was like, oh snap, he about to get canceled.
He's Canadian, he can't get canceled.
Shoot.
I mean,
he definitely canceled Canadian. Drake about to get canceled right now.
Why? Because he got chicks with 36 double G's throwing their bras on stage?
No, I'm just saying he got a very sus some sus practices.
What are you talking about? Literally stealing from every single island style of music? Yeah, I get it. You know, Canadian.
I was referring to his fraternization with underage girls.
Oh, we talking about the Millie Bobby Brown shit again?
And Billie Eilish.
No, yeah. I mean, so I'm gonna give Drake a little bit of grace with that because he ain't never meet up with them girls. And
he did not, and he just chatted with them.
Yeah,
nothing untoward.
And he talked to Billie about music.
Yes, and to my knowledge,
he was a fan of her on Stranger Things.
Yeah, to my knowledge, Billie's mom is pretty much over her shoulder all the time anyway. So I don't think anything was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, but with that being said, he was definitely almost got canceled. Canadian and no, people was about to get the pitchforks.
Yeah, that sounds good, but ain't no backlash coming from that. If anything, more people should backlash Drake for his use of the horrible West Indian accent. Come on, bro. No one liked that whole, was it More Life? Where you tried to go, Afro beats and stuff like that. No one liked that album. No one liked your last 3 albums, honestly. But then you get on a freestyle and now you got turned into a meme. Combination. Stop it. Drake, you're from Canada, okay? Your mother's Jewish, your father's from Texas. Stop it. But yeah, so I'm just glad Stephen Amell was able to clarify his comments. And to the people who keep saying, oh, his brother is a better actor, dumbasses. Robbie Amell is not his brother. That is his cousin, okay? Cousin.
Do they look similar?
They do, but, they're paternal cousins. So their fathers are brothers. So they kind of got that same head shape and chin and jawline. But yeah, so I'm glad Stephen has cleared up his comments. Samir?
Yes, Bernard.
Story?
Oh, yes. So The time has finally come, and Bernard is happy because this means that we will not be talking that much about Baldur's Gate going forward because it is officially released.
With a bunch of bugs.
No, there's no bugs.
I just told you people were having issues saving it.
Yeah, they had it. There was a download issue because of the overwhelming amounts of people trying to.
There was a download issue. People couldn't save it. There was some more stuff.
I haven't. Let's look at the news currently because I haven't been seeing anything negative so far.
I saw a list today. This was like another Days Gone situation. All right, let's see if we can find this real quick.
Let's see what the news says.
All right, I'm looking. Past 300,000 players on PC,
which is good.
Yes,
it's amazing.
Good.
Okay, hang on. Baldur's Gate can't save for some players due to a bug, but there are some solutions.
Okay, well,
if you're having problems saving or loading in Baldur's Gate, check out the support page. So they immediately popped up and did something, and that's fine. I mean, like I said, you can't. It's hard to catch all of this stuff, but I don't think it's that much of the player base.
Well, hopefully it's not. I mean, honestly, I don't.
If that's the only thing that's happening, and it's not performance issues, like the game looks like garbage, I think this is fine because that's easily patched. What you can't fix are graphical and performance issues. That shite can tank your whole game.
I mean, yes and no at the same time because so we're taking it back to a game that I don't know if I want to go back and beat this because this is the whole Ghost of Tsushima situation. You have an open world game and there's just too much side stuff to do. Days Gone. That game had horrible issues at launch and there was a patch that fixed it on the day of release.
Yeah.
But people still talk about, I had to wait 3 hours to download a patch.
That game was bland. That's why no one liked it.
What are you talking about? It was an awesome zombie apocalypse game where you're trying to find your wife.
It was bland.
Stop it. You didn't even play the damn game.
It was acceptable. Yeah, but that's the thing though. People still have nice things to say about Ghost of Tsushima, right? They're still waiting on a sequel for that game and for a PC port. That game is well liked. But Days Gone, not so much. And yes, Baldur's Gate is a massive game. I think the devs have said it will be anywhere from 75 to 100 hours if you go on a straight through beelining, I think. And if you're trying to completion this, it is 200 hours. So, yeah, you have a lot to do in that game. Now, Buddy here, because he loves doing side stuff, he's over there running around Hogwarts.
I'm about to say, who the fuck is Buddy?
Yeah, the dude that's...
You going to finish that?
No, I'm saying, you got to play Baldur's Gate. You got a lot to do in there.
No, because, bro, I'm behind on games. I still haven't beat Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart.
Well, it's the story.
I still haven't started Crisis.
The writer's strike. It's fine. You have time. The writer's strike.
I got movies to watch as well. I still haven't beat God of War Ragnarok. I was going to run Kingdom Hearts 3 back because I've got the DLC. Never started that.
You ain't beat Ragnarok yet?
We've had this conversation. I
keep forgetting.
I'm feeling like Mike Tyson right now. My back is broken. So
which one? Which part? What spinal?
Honestly,
you should definitely get some Bengay on that though.
I got some. I've been rubbing it in since I got home. And
the game is 125
hours,
gigs.
Oh, yeah, sounds good. Yeah, definitely won't be playing that on my PS5.
I definitely have to delete some stuff.
Don't you have like a 18 terabyte hard drive in your?
I have my solid state is like a terabyte, but my storage, my external storage, it's like 8 terabytes, but that's not for gaming. It's for storage.
Important no.
So we're gonna go ahead and remove some stuff.
All right.
What to remove? Okay, Mass Effect Legendary Editions can go.
All right. Are you really doing that right now, my dude?
Yes, it's your turn.
We're in the middle of a podcast, and I was getting ready to talk. So
go ahead.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
Mass Effect.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we do have to give a rest in peace to an individual from our childhood, and that is Mr. Paul Reubens. So, if you didn't grow up under a rock, you might know Paul Reubens from Pee Wee's Playhouse, which actually introduced us to, the first Black Perry White, Larry Fishburne as Cowboy Curtis. All right, and you might also know him from the Buffy the Vampire Slayer film. You might know him from Pee Wee's Big Adventure. Oh yeah, I forgot he was in Batman Returns. He played Penguin's father. He was also in Dunstan Checks In. He was one of the FBI agents in Matilda. He's also Locke in The Nightmare Before Christmas. He was the raccoon in Doctor Dolittle. He was the spleen in Mystery Men. He was in Blow, Reno 911 Miami. Both two of the Smurfs movies. What is this? Pee Wee's Big Holiday, which actually came out in 2016. He also reprised his role as Penguin's father on Gotham. We're not going to hold that against him. He also did voice work on Rugrats, something called The Groovians, which it was a pilot for Cartoon Network that didn't get picked up. Reanimated, which was that was a Cartoon Network movie. He also was on Chowder, Batman the Brave and the Bold. I forgot he was on Tron Uprising. I missed that show. Robot Chicken, the 2014 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series, Star Wars Rebels, American Dad. He was on The Blacklist, Pen Zero Part-Time Hero. I remember that on Disney XD. He was on Legends of Tomorrow. Dybbuk. I gotta look that up. And he was more recently on an episode of The Connors. He did a voice on the Tom and Jerry show and Bob's Burgers as well. So yeah, we definitely have to give a rest in peace to Mr. Paul Reubens. All right.
Well, another person who was taken before their time, the Hypersonic Music Club, which is a lost animated short film about 7 minutes long, is now online and can be enjoyed by everyone. It is directed by the late Osamu Kobayashi, with Mitsume as the designer, and it's based on a webcomic written by Patrick Macias. And just check it out. It's called the Hypersonic Music Club. Just give it some likes. It's out there online, and just take a look. All right, rest in peace, Osamu Kobayashi. He was definitely one of the greats. He directed Beck, Mongolian Chop Shop, which is the manga / anime based on a band trying to make it. Really, if you haven't seen Beck, go check out Beck. Paradise Kiss, and many others. He passed away from cancer at the age of 57.
Yeah, you cut me off before I got to say Paul Reubens' cause of death. It was also cancer. And
yes.
He actually he had his attorney write up a statement before he passed on Sunday. So he said,
we're reading the statement?
Yes. He said, "Please accept my apology for not going public with what I've been facing the past 6 years. I've always felt a huge amount of love and respect for my friends, fans, and supporters. I have loved you all so much and enjoyed making art for you." And this was from his lawyer. He said, "Paul asks that any expressions of sympathy be made in honor of his late parents, Judy and Milton Rubenfeld, also to stand up to cancer or organizations involved in dementia and Alzheimer's care, support, and research." So yeah, that sucks, bro. I was actually on a deep dive back when I still had Netflix, and I was watching the Pee Wee Herman show, and I actually wanted to watch Pee Wee's Big Adventure. Pee Wee was the only reason why I wanted a beach cruiser. So it wasn't Debo, it was Pee Wee. I wanted a bright red beach cruiser with the Hornet.
Debo?
Because Debo rolled up, bro. I mean, people wanted to be Debo.
What, did they?
A few people I know.
You know some crappy people.
I know.
I need better friends, Bernard.
I mean, I don't know them people no more. But yeah, so we have to say rest in peace to those two individuals. Did you post that in the chat about the guy? Because I didn't.
Osamu Kobayashi?
Yes.
Yeah, it's right there.
Bitch, you saying that like I can see you on your screen? Because I don't see it.
Okay, hang on.
Is it from last week?
It's in the group chat.
I'm looking in the chat.
Okay, the one the post by Katsuka.
Kotaku?
No, it's not Kotaku. Hang on.
I see Polygon, IGN. Oh, there we go. Found it. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just needed to copy and paste his name. But so I'm gonna get into my next story. So one of my favorite writers just randomly up and disappeared. And sometimes that happens with writers. Like they'll leave like one of the big two companies, so they'll leave like Marvel or DC and just go work on a bunch of indie stuff. Like Ed Brubaker hasn't been at Marvel for like almost a decade, and he's working on like a bunch of indie creator-owned stuff.
Oh yeah, Ed Brubaker is pretty awesome.
Yeah, so Donny Cates, who was actually one of my favorite writers within like the past 5 years of Marvel. So he was actually writing Hulk. He wrote Thor. He wrote Thanos. I want to say I feel like he wrote Scarlet Spider, one of his King's book when King was in Texas. I can't remember, but yeah, and he's also working on an independent book, which alongside Ryan Stegman. So it's called. It was actually two books called Crossover and Vanish. But yeah, so he actually showed up at San Diego Comic-Con this past weekend, and people said, "Yo, where you been at, man?" And all right. So apparently, Donny Cates was in a very horrific car accident, which caused him to lose the past 6 months of his life.
Dang.
Yeah. So yeah, he said he was in the back seat of the car, pulling off the highway when we were hit by a truck from behind, sending my head not just into the middle console, but also my open laptop. The result of which shattered my orbital socket, sliced my head open like a grape, and caused non-insignificant amount of bleeding on the brain. So yeah, for me, I was in the car heading to the airport, then boom, kind of teleported to the hospital ER with no real idea of what the hell happened or who I was. And he's like, yeah, it's been a weird year. And he actually said that, he did have a stutter, but now it's more pronounced. And he's still going through rehab. And apparently he also got divorced in the middle of this.
God dang!
So yeah.
Did she divorce him because of the accident, or was it just happening already?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm reading this right now. He was in an automobile accident. Like I said, they saw the scars. This was he was talking to Bleeding Cool. But yeah, so yeah, like I said, he doesn't remember the last 6 months. Like I said, he said he used to have a stutter, but it's more pronounced. But yeah. Yeah, it doesn't say like why he got divorced, but yeah, man. I definitely want to wish Donny Cates a speedy recovery. I know you're still going through it, and this sucks, unfortunately, but all we can do is wish you the best, and I hope to read some more of your writing soon. Oh yeah, he wrote Guardians of the Galaxy as well more recently, and but yeah, so guys, check out some of his books. So, like, I've only read his Marvel stuff, so he's written Thanos, Guardians of the Galaxy, Cosmic Ghost Rider, Scarlet Spider. I said another one, didn't I? And I can't remember what it was. I'm gonna go to his bibliography real quick on Wikipedia. It's the way my memory is set up sometimes. It sucks. That's what happens when you read too many freaking comic books. All right. So he actually wrote God Country. He wrote he wrote a book called Redneck for Image. Like I said, Crossover, Vanish. He wrote Star Trek Deviations, which was a one-shot. He wrote Captain America Steve Rogers with Nick Spencer, Captain America Sam Wilson with Nick Spencer. I guess this was during the whole Tesseract situation. Doctor Strange Damnation, Thanos. He started that book in 2018. Venom, I forgot he wrote Venom. Cosmic Ghost Rider, Death of the Inhumans.
No.
Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 5, Silver Surfer Black, Absolute Carnage, Thor Volume 6. He wrote the Fortnite Marvel crossover, King in Black, Wolverine, Black, White, and Blood Issue 3, and Hulk Volume 5. But yeah, so definitely got to wish Donny a speedy recovery. And apparently he did not write Scarlet Spider. So let's take that one off of his bibliography. I'll definitely have to look that up. But yeah, so. And he is only 38 years old. Samir?
Bernard.
Do you have a story prepared for us, sir?
So, apparently Nintendo is reportedly has plans to release its next-gen console during the second half of... I said reportedly.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Jeez.
I apologize.
Anyway, yeah, during the second half of 2024. So I'm just like, first off, there's no. You would think they would have presented it by now, but you know, I don't know. I'm excited to see what this is going to be, and I'm curious to see where they're going to go with this. And I want the specs ASAP.
Yeah. Oh, that's what it was. It was Chris Shields who wrote Scarlet Spider. So here's the thing with Nintendo. They are always one step behind the competition.
It's more than one step.
I'm trying to be, graceful.
This is two full steps. If you're talking about just the Switch, it is two full steps because it wasn't even at the level of the PS4 and the Xbox One.
Yeah,
think about that.
Like I said, I was trying to be graceful. So,
and then the PS5 and the Xbox Series X are leaps and bounds better than the previous generation.
You gonna keep cutting me off?
Maybe. Keep going.
All right. So when we got into I don't know what generation we're on, but let's say two decades ago, when the Xbox 360 and the PS3 came out, the Wii was released. It was not an HD, people. It literally had a 480p resolution. So while everybody else was kind of operating at 720 and on the verge of 1080, we still got squares with Nintendo. And then when the PS4 and the Xbox One came out, Nintendo finally stepped their game up and was like,
we're in the 9th generation of games.
Okay, so when the 8th generation came around, Nintendo was like, hey guys, we have 1080. And by then PlayStation and Xbox were pretty much like, yeah, we're already trying to step up to 4K, so no one wants the Wii U. I only think I knew like one person who had a Wii U. Samir, do you know anybody who had a Wii U?
I mean, I had one.
You had a Wii U? Oh yeah, you did have a Wii U. That's right, because we played Super Smash Bros. That one time. All right, and so now we're
on that thing.
I don't know.
I don't remember any games I played on. That was a Smash Bros. Machine. Yeah. God dang it!
That's all Nintendo's good for. I mean, that's how they keep getting me. Like, I bought a 3DS just to play Super Smash Bros. I'm like, no, Nintendo's not getting any of my money, bro. I got like 15 games on the Switch, and I still just go back to Smash Bros. But some of them are duplicates that I have on the PS4. So then, we're in the world of 4K and whatnot, and Nintendo's like, hey guys, we know you missed the Game Boy, we know you missed the 3DS, but we also know, you want something very similar to the Wii. So here's the Switch.
Yeah, so pause it for a second, I'm sorry. So within the 8th generation, we had the Wii U, but we also had the Switch.
Yes.
As well. And the 3DS, and the PS Vita.
Yes. I want a Vita. Don't know why, but I want one.
I mean, you can probably get one.
Yeah, but here's the problem. Yeah, but here's the problem with Sony and their handheld devices. They always try to screw people over as far as the memory goes because they made their own memory cards. So
there's tons of it online.
Yeah, but I will like one with a lot of storage because I do plan on hacking it. So, I mean, I'm gonna be stuck with maybe 64 gigs.
Bro, just get a handheld PC if that's what you want to hack. I mean, seriously, at this point, just get one.
I was, but no, I mean, I did want one. I don't want to.
Just get a Steam Deck.
Do I look like I got Steam Deck money?
You got PS Vita money. That thing is a paperweight.
And yeah, I can get a used Vita for probably $30 to $50.
Hell no, you can't. Have you looked at the price for that?
I can go on Shop Goodwill right now and probably see if I can find a
Man, you lying.
Okay,
Cap.
let me go check real quick. Shop
Amazon right now, PS Vita Wi-Fi version, $249.
Right.
Okay, it has not even dropped in price. It is still $249. I'm sorry, $294.
Yeah, I'm just seeing a bunch of games. I see Gravity Rush, Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Oh, here's one right now, $26.
Yeah, see if it stays that way. Also, in good condition is in like
it's in good condition. I'll send you.
It probably got dropped a bunch.
Here's another one, $47. It doesn't come with a charger, so that's all you got to find. Another one for $86. Another one for $81.
I don't trust none of those.
But they'll tell you if it's something wrong with it. Like, for example, I'm looking at one right now. It's $9.99. Comes with a 16 gig memory card.
You could get a new one.
Or repair only.
You can get a new one for $209 on eBay.
Yeah, no, I'm too busy trying to buy old Savage Garden albums and stuff like that. I must increase my collection. Oh, my bad. But so we'll see if they actually come out with a new system next year. They're gonna call it the Switch Plus.
That's something like that. Yeah.
But all right, let me go ahead and get to my next story. Well, a small bit of news. I got to give a congratulations to one of my favorite comic book writers of all time. Me and Samir went and met him at SuperCon. Paradise City Comic Con 2016 or so. Dan Slott. Yeah, he is officially engaged. So congratulations to him. He said today was the best day ever. She said yes. And everyone's like, oh, so since you're writing Spider-Man, does this mean you're getting Peter and MJ back together? It's like, no, I'm good with him dating Felicia and MJ can be with Paul.
Yeah, let it stay that way. Tired of those two. They suck.
But yeah, so congratulations to Dan. All right. We're going to save all that Fantastic Four news for later. All right.
Nah, that's it now.
After my next story, fool. I was skimming past stuff. So, did you ever watch the Happy Death Day movies written by your favorite comic book writer, Scott Lobdell?
He wrote those?
Yep.
Okay. He ain't my favorite. I can't stand... I guess I can trust him.
Samir. Sarcasm.
I guess I can trust him with the movie, but I cannot forget what he did to those characters. That was so disrespectful. But go on.
So Christopher Landon, who directed, I believe, both Happy Death Day movies. Let me double check this real quick. It appears that he will be directing Scream 7.
Okay.
Did you watch Scream 6?
It's on the list.
No, that's right. We didn't review it because somebody didn't watch it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he also directed Freaky with Captain Newton and Vince Vaughn. Wait, no, bro. He's Michael Landon's son.
Oh, from the Little House on the Prairie.
Was that Michael? Was that Michael? Yeah. Okay, I was going to say Highway to Heaven, but yeah, did not know that. But yeah, so he directed. He wrote Disturbia. Okay.
The movie with Shia LaBeouf?
Yeah. Very classic. He also wrote Paranormal Activity 2, 3, 4, the Mark one. He also wrote Scout's Guide to Survival of the Apocalypse.
Okay, that was actually good.
Yeah. Like I said, he directed Happy Death Day and Happy Death Day to You. Freaky. He is going to be a producer. Oh, this already came out. My Best Friend's Exorcism. Yeah, he produced that.
I heard about that, actually.
And he wrote and directed your favorite movie, Samir. We Have a Ghost.
God, that movie was awful. He wrote that shit?
Wrote and directed it.
Good God, what was he thinking? That movie was terrible.
I don't know. Maybe Netflix got involved and just started the...
I don't know. That movie was trash. And the crazy part is, it had the bones of a good movie in there. It's crazy. The movie would have been better if they pulled the ghost subplot out, like, completely. If they made it about a kid moving to a new town, befriending the next door girl, possibly striking a romance, maybe not just friendship, and then him reconnecting with his father, that would have been fine. A very nice coming-of-age story. Didn't need to do anything else. This whole ghost nonsense was terrible. I'm like, yo, man, David Harbour, I don't know what he was doing in that movie.
He was just having fun because he didn't speak, right?
No, he didn't really speak, but it's like it was just dumb.
Look, man,
it was awful.
Maybe he owes somebody at Netflix a favor.
I don't know, man.
Christopher Landon a favor. I don't know, but yeah.
My wife made me watch it. It was terrible.
It'd be funny if she just came in right now. Made you watch what?
I'll tell her right that terrible ghost movie. You don't remember it. All right. Freaking, she's having memory loss, and I get stuck with the movie, but she gets to go away with it. Okay, I'm gonna tell her that too. No, it's not fair.
All right. So let's get into Marvel's first family, Fantastic Four. So a lot of rumors have been swirling around. Some of it's true. I mean, honestly, we don't know what's true. We don't know what's not true. All we know.
I think some of these are true.
All we know is Jack Quaid said, "Yeah, guys, thanks for the fan casting, but I'm not Reed Richards." Or did he say Johnny Storm? He just said, "I ain't in it." Basically,
I think he said Johnny Storm, which I think that would have been a bad cast. I like Jack Quaid, but I think the guy they have rumored currently is better. All right, Joseph Quinn is currently rumored to play Johnny Storm at the moment.
I feel like Joseph Quinn is too old.
No, he's not that old. He's what, 30?
Yeah. If anything, we should get somebody who's.
But he looks 20.
No, he doesn't.
He's 29. He looks 21.
No, he doesn't.
Look, some makeup magic, he'll be fine.
Bro, he didn't even look 29 in Stranger Things.
Nah, man, it's fine.
It's the whole it's the whole illusion of getting older people to play teenagers. Like once we hit a certain age, we like, nah, that's a grown man. Like I can't go back and look at Smallville and think Tom Williams.
We're not. That's the thing. That's the thing. Though we're not casting him. The character isn't a teenager. He might have been a teenager in the comic.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. We need to get somebody.
But he's not going to be a teenager though. He's going to be in his early 20s at best. I know for a fact they're not going to have him as a teenager in that movie.
He can be 18.
Dude, Chris Evans wasn't a teenager.
I know, but I'm saying we can get somebody who's like in their early to mid 20s. So then this way he can actually be friends with Spider-Man, and we don't got to worry about somebody being older than him because Peter and Johnny are basically the same age.
He's not going to have. They're not going to have that though.
We don't know that. That's what I want. When we talking about what we want,
that's what you want, but that's not what's going to happen.
You don't know that.
In that case, then they already Vanessa Kirby is reportedly Sue Storm, and she's going to be the star of the movie. And quite frankly, I'm here for it because I'm a huge fan of Vanessa Kirby.
But yet, you didn't watch Mission Impossible.
It's on the list.
Dead Reckoning Part 1. Yeah, it's always on the list. Yeah, guys, that's why we didn't watch Dead Reckoning. I mean, that's why we didn't review Dead Reckoning. Because it's on the list.
We had some creative differences for a couple weeks because someone doesn't like Barbie and he's a very boring person who doesn't want to watch Barbie, and that's where we're at right now. So we didn't review Barbie because of a certain somebody who will remain nameless.
I don't think I need to remain nameless. I already told my disdain about that movie.
Yeah, I know.
Multiple times.
One of the highest grossing films this year. It pulled $1 billion by this weekend. All right, and you like, okay. Don't sit there and say you like film and want to sit there and shit on one of the best movies of the year. That's why I keep arguing with you.
Once again, Samir, I didn't shit on it. I just said I had no interest in it.
That's shitting on it.
No, that's
not. You brought it up.
No, you brought it up. No, that just means I'm indifferent on it. I don't care.
The point is,
and I literally said I wish it all the success.
The issue is we should form an opinion about it. That's what I was trying to tell you. We should have formed an opinion about it and said something about it, Bernard. All right? That's all I'm saying. You didn't have to like the movie. You could have hated it, but articulate why you didn't hate it. And that's just it. You didn't. Yes, Bernard. We have this podcast. Let's talk about movies.
So I got to shell out $15 for a movie that I.
Yes, bitch. You broke bastard. Yes.
So I got to shell out $15 for a movie I vehemently said I have no interest in seeing. So
yes, because it's the biggest movie of the year. Yes.
And so is Oppenheimer, but hey.
No, Oppenheimer is probably one of the most highest rated movies of the year. This one's making the most money. Also, it's highly rated too. The point is, you got two movies here, but we also don't do biopics. We don't do historical biopics. That is on our podcast.
Unless it's based off of somebody. Unless it's based off of somebody in nerd culture. And once again, Barbie isn't nerd culture.
Sure it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. Nerds collect shit. Nerds collect things, Bernard. Okay.
So because nerds collecting that makes it nerd culture. So if they did a Beanie Baby movie, we gotta watch that.
Kinda, yeah.
Hey, guess what?
If it slaps, yes.
Hey,
if it slaps, yes.
Hey, guess what, bitch? That's on Apple Plus right now.
No, wait, the Beanie Baby is it a movie or is it a documentary?
It's a movie.
Okay, I'm down.
Shut up! I'm not watching that. Come on, I'm down. Yeah, man, we can watch a Beanie Baby movie. But no. And it's semi-biographical.
Oh, well then it's not about the Beanie Babies.
It's about the Beanie Baby craze.
That's a documentary.
That's not a documentary. It's a
movie. A documentary.
Bro. It's a... Shut up. I'm not doing this with you.
Also, this thing's like 49%.
Oh, see? Oh, we can't watch it, y'all. It don't meet Samir's standards. But as soon as I say something don't meet my standards, because I don't have an interest in it, I've seen...
It has above 90... What is your standard? It's grossed $1 billion. It has above 90 score on Rotten Tomatoes. That's why that's why I'm attacking your taste in movies. It's hitting all these marks, but you a little kid not want to eat your vegetables because it's green. That's what it is.
Avatar made $1 billion. I expressed my disinterest in that. And still... Okay, once again, Samir, we can have a difference of opinion.
Call him a goat, Bernard. Call him a goat.
I'm not doing shit with you. I'll walk up to this bitch right now.
What about Greta Gerwig? Call her a goat. She has never not missed. She has never not missed. Call her a goat. Call her a goat. She is the highest grossing woman in film right now. Call her a goat. Put some respect on her name.
I put respect on her name, but I'm not calling her a goat because once again, goat is subjective.
You can have more than one goat. It's a title now.
Can we get back to the Fantastic Four?
Yes. Vanessa Kirby. I'm excited for it.
So, Matt Smith, man, you letting me down more and more every day since you stepped away from being a doctor, okay?
Why? What's wrong?
So, it was rumored that Matt Smith was tapped to be Reed Richards in the Fantastic Four movie.
Too old. Yeah, he's too old.
He's too old, but goddamn Joseph Quinn ain't too old to be Johnny Storm.
No.
How old is Matt Smith? Because I believe Matt
40?
Okay. Robert Downey Jr. was cast as Tony Stark when he was
too old.
Stop the cap.
Bro, you know Don Cheadle's 50, right?
Yeah. He look it.
What did he say?
Look, I'm just saying, they've been playing these characters for 15 years. It might be a time to recast some of them.
Here we go again.
I'm just saying that. Hang on, he's 40 exactly on the dot. Called it.
All right, but look. So Matt Smith has been letting me down ever since he stepped away from the doctor. Samir, so since you already have his Wikipedia pulled up, can you please tell me some of the films that he's been in, or some of the work he's been in?
What are you talking about? The Last Night in Soho, he was good in that. The Crown, it's an award-winning show. Morbius sucked, but that wasn't his fault. House of the Dragon. Wait, what's his problem? What's your problem? He's been busy.
So you just gonna skip over Terminator Genesis, Morbius? What else?
I didn't. Oh yeah, Terminator Genesis. Yeah, that's garbage. So what about it?
So
and Morbius. He has more good than bad.
I mean, I don't know anybody who watched the.
So here's the problem. So you watch this shitty movie, so you ripped on him for that, and I guess he had a walk-on role for Rise of Skywalker. So let's not talk about that. Last Night in Soho. Did you watch that?
I started it. I just never went back to it.
Okay, it was good. You know, The Crown. Obviously, you don't watch that.
Yeah,
and then House of the Dragon. You don't watch that.
You know why? Because fuck the Queen.
Oh yeah, the monarchy. You can have a problem with the monarchy and still find the intrigue of court life intriguing. Intrigue of court life intriguing.
Bro,
riveting.
Also, there we go. Pride and Prejudice versus Zombies. Pride and Prejudice and Zombies.
Oh yeah, he was in that. That movie was it was a terrible adaptation of the book. The book was actually pretty good.
I'm sick and tired of them remixing books.
Why? That book that was good. That was a good remix. Yeah, don't talk shit until you read the book. I read the book. It was good.
He was also in a movie called The Unforgiven, which nobody saw. This movie only made $1.4 million.
That happens sometimes.
It got a 68. Samir didn't watch it.
Why would I watch it?
I don't know. It got a fresh review. I mean, you probably not going to watch it.
I don't have time to watch every positively reviewed movie, Bernard.
I mean, you seem like it sometimes. Yeah, you know why you don't got time? Because you're busy fucking sitting at your computer all day playing Diablo with your dick in your hand.
I feel like that's a personal attack to me, Bernard, and I don't like it. All right, you need to take the bass out your voice, sir. Okay, I'm gonna drive 4 hours down there. Yes, okay.
It's gonna take you 8 hours because you're gonna have to charge your car like every 2 hours. But so
I got a gas vehicle here. I can drive down there real quick.
Your stepfather ain't gonna. I mean, not your stepfather. Your father-in-law ain't gonna let you take his car for West Palm. Like, he might get the fuck out of my face. But yeah. So he said he didn't understand the role. Man,
Which role?
Mr. Fantastic, go read some comic books.
Not everyone, but that's the thing though. Like, Bernard, you need to get off comic book dick sometime. It's like the one time someone got something to say, you want to put that person on your shit list forever. It's like
I'm not putting Matt Smith on my shit list forever.
no, but every time someone has something to say about comic book movies as a whole, I mean, you gotta put me in.
No, only thing I'm saying is, bro, if you had any interest in the role, read some comics, catch up on, get to understand the character. I mean, don't do what The Rock did. Don't do what The Rock did. Take the role and not do any research whatsoever. But, if you legit just said, oh, yeah, I didn't get the character, so I wasn't interested, then cool. But it was just like, I don't know nothing about this man. Who is this man?
Okay, then. He got other projects, man. Let the man...
Does he have other projects? Cause
yeah, he does.
He got House of the Dragon, that's it.
Okay, that's taking up all his time. House of the Dragon is a highly rated show. It pulls numbers.
And guess what? It's not being filmed at the moment.
No, so he's chilling.
Yeah. So,
I mean, shoot, no, nothing's getting filmed right now. What are you talking about?
No, that wasn't getting filmed before the strike. That's still being written.
Yeah, and because of the writer's strike, it's halted probably.
No, even before the strike, it was being written. So, hey, he could have took this role, signed on.
Bro, the show started last year, 2022. All right, what are you talking about? It hasn't been written.
Look, the way HBO has been going lately, they've been getting a little bit lazy with their TV shows. Unless it's a comedy, it ain't coming back within the course of a year. Because I think we even said House of the Dragon ain't coming back till 2024. But yeah, I mean, I don't know who else could play Sue Storm. I can't think of anybody.
Vanessa Kirby. That's it. Bam.
Bro, stop Googling Vanessa Kirby.
I'm not Googling Vanessa Kirby.
You like, man, Vanessa Kirby, you just turn into home. But like I said, didn't watch goddamn. Did you even watch Hobbs and Shaw?
What?
Did you watch?
No, I didn't watch Hobbs and Shaw. Now, that being said, she was probably the best part of that movie.
The movie was good, dude.
No, it wasn't.
Once again, you didn't watch it.
I don't know, Bernard. It wasn't for me.
Okay, then that's good. Wait,
no, it ain't good. I saw her in The World to Come. It was an amazing movie.
You probably watched Jupiter Ascending too, didn't you?
I mean, at one point, yeah, I watched it a ton of years ago. It was terrible.
Why, Samir? Why?
What's funny is it could have been good if the script got retooled. It had the bones of a good idea. It's just they didn't land it, and it was just all kinds of just terrible.
Bones don't mean nothing. But also, guys,
bones means a lot.
So we talked about them last week, and we figured out how they're going to make these controllers smell like pizza. So basically, it's just an essential oil diffuser.
Which it makes sense because I don't want the controller itself to have that thing. So yeah, I would prefer to have this as opposed to the whole thing smelling like weird plastic and then it fades over time.
And talking about, man, all them toys they probably gave us cancer. What's wrong with you?
They do. It's like them little scented plastic toys. Hell no.
All right. So we're going to get into the big thing that happened this past week before either one of us forget, because I'm pretty sure Samir almost forgot. So
I forget nothing.
Sony has reshuffled their entire film schedule for next year. Bad Boys 4 will now be coming out June 14th of next year. The sequel to Ghostbusters Afterlife will be moving from December 20th of this year to March 29th of next year. All right. Venom 3 is scheduled for July 12th, 2024.
Boo.
Kraven the Hunter is moving from October 6th of this year to
August
30th of 2024.
More boo.
And the one that really broke our hearts, the one that made us say why. We know why, but come on.
We know why.
Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse is delayed indefinitely.
It'll be back, but it's gonna take a while.
So yeah, guys, get ready.
Pay your writers and your VFX and your animators. Pay them well and just make money.
You forgot actors.
Did I?
Yes,
actors too.
So yeah, guys, get ready for this to come out in like 2028.
Nah, I'll say 2026.
You think it's
2 years? Yeah, 2 years.
You think it's going to come out in 2 years?
Yeah, 2.5 years. I can see it.
Because, bro, one of the heads of the animation department said this movie ain't going to be ready till 2025, 2026.
I just called it, yeah.
No, that was before the strikes.
Look, if they hash this shit out in the next couple months, just give the people what they want. They're not asking for the moon, all right? You don't need 3 yachts. I hate yacht people. Yacht people suck. If you own a yacht, I don't like you already.
So if, I was somehow...
What orcas at? Orcas!
So
I support the orca uprising. I'm pro orca uprising. Sink them all.
Quit fucking cutting me off. So if I somehow got a yacht for free, you wouldn't ride on a yacht?
No, sell it. I will tell you, sell it, pocket the money, invest it. You don't need no goddamn yacht. Can you fuel a yacht, Bernard? You know how much it costs to fuel a boat?
You know you can get ethanol-free gasoline at the right? The gas station, right? Maybe a couple $100. But hey,
if you gotta ask you, it's too much. If you can't, you gotta ask. You can't.
I didn't ask. I made an assumption on the price you asked.
Nah, that's expensive.
So I don't think we got any more stories, dude.
Yeah, we do.
We do?
Stop jumping the gun. Okay, so Suit Gundam, the Witch from Mercury. Oh boy, Bandai Namco stepped in it. So if you didn't know, the Witch from Mercury was a dark horse, a bit of a wild card when they announced this series, and people were hyped for it. So this marks, and this series is long. I mean long. I'm talking like this is 40 years. Okay, this series has been running since 0079. The Gundam series has been reigning supreme in the mecha genre, right? Never have they ever had a female protagonist. Well, not this time. Bam, female protagonist, off rip. And then they doubled down further, female protagonist, female love interest. What? Crazy. And then the show comes out, and you can tell Bandai was scared. They thought this was going to fail. So it wasn't as long as the average Gundam series. They gave us 2 seasons, and then it was done, right? And then people were like, yo, we want more. But and the merchandise is selling off the rack. Like, it's doing well, right? Bandai screws the pooch. And then they doubled down further with their failure to recognize the potential of this project by doing something real stupid. So the voice actress were in a interview / podcast, and they were going around there, and they said, they referenced them being wives, right? Because spoiler alert, and then in the series they get married and they have rings and they do the thing, right? Well, they said, oh yeah, wife, blah, 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 romance, whatever, right? They referenced it. Mm-hmm. And then the issue is that there's 2 versions of this interview, and that people are asking, well, hang on, why there's 2 versions of this interview? What's going on? Well, they used that second interview that didn't have the reference to the romance as the main one, and Bandai was trying to walk back the decision to make them gay. They wanted to walk back the gayness. They wanted to leave it up to the interpretation of the audience. And we was like, nah, you better not. Okay? And basically everyone's throwing tomatoes at Bandai Namco right now for being a bunch of cowards and not owning this lovely little ship here that they themselves made into the damn series. Like, it's so gay. It's lovely and it's gay. And now they don't want to accept it. Okay. Anyways, people are pissed at Bandai Namco right now over this, and they need to come out and say, "We sorry, oops, we're dumb," and just why can't businesses, corporations, and companies just own their mistakes?
Sounds good.
Yeah, but they don't.
Exactly. So once again, don't watch the show.
I mean, I already watched the show. I got a T-shirt for the show because the merch was fire.
So stop watching the show. Right?
It's already done. It's already done, Bernard. It's just we're insulted that they trashed one of the best.
The show is completely done?
Yeah, it had 2 seasons and it's done.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. I thought it was a continuing.
No, but it's still insulting. They need to be told because the issue is the merchandise is still going to be far-reaching. If people don't want to buy the merchandise for the show because of the boycott,
that's all I can say.
Right, exactly. That's what's probably going to happen. People are going to be mad and not buy the merch, and it's going to hurt their sales. Just say you're sorry. All right, say you're sorry. You guys said us. I got another story.
Yeah, I actually do because I forgot about this one. So we actually got confirmation that Gal Gadot will be returning for Wonder Woman 3,
which is surprising.
So the internet is in a bit of a tizzy because they like, yo, you fired Henry Cavill because he's old, and Gal Gadot is 2 years younger than Henry. But James Gunn never said he fired Henry because he was 40. So I don't get where this is coming from.
I think Henry got caught up in that nonsense. Wasn't it the nonsense from freaking Shazam and Black Adam? That's what got him fired, right?
We don't know. We just know that James Gunn said that, hey, I'm working on a Superman movie, and he ain't it. That's it.
I like the new guy, the guy they read first. We talk about him, by the way?
Yes, we talked about it like 3 weeks.
Okay, I like the new guy.
Okay, so look here. Okay, I'm saying this now for pretty much the last fucking time.
Okay, go on.
Stop it.
Go on. I'm listening.
Stop it. You're looking like your wife right now. Stop it.
Go on.
Listen to.
Also, my wife doesn't have Tourette's. What are you talking about? Why are you talking about my wife right now?
You don't look like you're having Tourette's. You don't look like you have Tourette's. Listen to the fucking podcast, so I don't have to repeat myself on shit we talked about 3-4 weeks ago.
I don't listen to podcasts, but
well, you gonna do it now. I'm gonna get on you. I'm gonna tell your wife.
I am an interesting person. I don't listen to podcasts.
So that was a fucking lie.
So you just shit on all our listeners. Okay, so
I don't know what to talk about.
So guys, I guess this is the last episode because our listenership is gonna drop now to completely like 2.
Anyways, well, I'm sorry, sir. I just don't look at my own work. You know who else doesn't do that? Shoot, a big actor does not watch their own films. I'm trying to remember
compare yourself to no big actor because you are a man.
Want to say
wearing a Call of Duty shirt who don't even play Call of Duty. Make that make sense. Why you got a Call of Duty shirt? I just realized that.
I played Black Ops before.
Man, stop the bullshit. You fucking liar, bro. Liar.
What are you talking about? I play Black Ops, dude.
Oh, fuck my back.
Yeah, I don't know why you did that.
No, my back is.
Why are you so sure? Why are you so sure I never played Black Ops?
When have you played Black Ops, Samir? Please.
What are you talking about?
Please inform us.
I've logged a crap ton of hours in Black Ops 3.
Well, you got on a Black Ops 4 shirt, so how many hours?
Your point? You acting like I can't wear a shirt.
I don't believe you, dude. Because I've known you for like almost 20 years. You have never talked about Call of Duty.
Of course, I never talk about it, but I did play a lot. Dude, I played when everyone was playing Modern Warfare 2 on 360 and logging on those hours. What do you think I was doing logging on those hours?
Jerking your dick.
Oh. Yeah, okay. That and also playing Call of Duty.
Can anyone corroborate this?
Oh, wow. I mean, I could pull up my 360 achievement list. I didn't play it on PC, so obviously it's not going to be there. But it doesn't matter. Why does it matter? It's not like it's a hard thing to do to take a game, buy it, and put it into a gaming console. Like, oh my god, it's a big accomplishment. I gotta prove I did that.
Yep.
Well, okay. You got any more stories, or you want me to?
You want to get in your last story, then we're gonna get in these Doctor Who episodes.
All right, Zack Snyder wants Sucker Punch director's cut, and I don't know about you, and Bernard. Like, what's wrong with that?
Because Sucker Punch is what, 15 years old at this point?
Yeah.
It's like, bro, if you was gonna do it,
they had the unedited footage. They can just recut the film.
Yeah, and guess what? You know who owns that footage?
Who?
Warner Brothers.
Oh yeah.
That ties is severed. And Sucker Punch is 12 years old. It came out in 2011.
Yeah, I should rewatch this movie. I know it's terrible. Because I don't know. Let's see if it holds up.
You just said it was terrible, Samir.
It is terrible, but it's still fun.
See, this is why when you say stuff like this, Logan calls me and just, it's like, why would he say that? It's just like,
say what? The movie is fun in some regards. It's not like it's a terrible, awful, torturous watch. The movie is fun in a lot of angles. It's the reason it has some appeal. Now, it's not a good movie. It's dumb. I want to see if it holds up. What's the issue with that? I'm sorry. What's the problem? What don't you get?
I just don't get you sometimes, man.
Ask the question. You won't know until you ask.
Samir, do you like this movie?
I like things about it. What's the issue, Bernard? And what's the issue? I'm sorry. What aren't you getting?
No, I don't care anymore. Let's get into
No, you do. No, nigga. No, nut up. Go ahead. Continue the question. What's the issue? What don't you get about that statement about liking certain aspects of something and not liking certain aspects of the same thing? Is that a problem?
So you just gonna fast forward to the parts of the movie that you like?
No, watch the whole movie.
Once again, why would you rewatch something that you didn't like? Because you like certain parts of it. Like, perfect example, you said you don't like Man of Steel. You fast forward to the end with the fights.
No, I mean, I can watch all Man of Steel. I've done that. I've watched that movie at least 3 to 4 times. That movie's not good. Also, just so you know. I can sit here and say, okay, I enjoyed this movie, but X, Y, and Z, and yeah, it's not a good movie. All right?
All right.
Just say, I can sit there and critically look at things that I enjoy to some degree. I'm not like you. I'm just saying, it's a good movie. Is it, though? Is it, Bernard? You just going to gloss over all the nonsense?
It is to me.
Okay, yeah, it's you, but just the thing, you got blinders on when you look at stuff.
Samir, here's the thing. Unlike you, I don't give a shit of what other people's opinions are on movies.
No, we're not talking about opinions. That's you always do that. This is me talking, sir. Okay? You always do that. I can sit there and point out things that I think are deficient in the movie, okay? All right? And tell you that it's a bad movie.
Okay.
Yeah, but you don't do that. That's what I'm saying. You see yes, I like it, and it's gold. It's nothing wrong with it. It's totally awesome. It's shits rainbows. No, sir. Look at critically. Yes.
Samir, I've gone over issues with movies.
TMNT. We were just talking about that. You swear that movie is gold. Beginning to end.
Yes, I like the movie. I didn't see any faults.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's a perfect 10. Perfect 10.
I didn't see any faults with the movie.
Rewatch it. See what you critically look at that movie.
Okay.
I'm just saying, they come back. In fact, you know what? Audience, we're gonna rewatch that movie and review the new one that's coming out. We'll have both of those for the next time.
So we doing 3 reviews next week?
3. What's the third one?
Doctor Who.
We'll squeeze in. Doctor Who's a rewatch. We'll squeeze that in too.
It's
all right.
rewatch / introduction to you. But we got.
I saw those episodes. Everyone's seen Doctor Who once or twice. Come on now. It ain't something new. All right.
Yeah, up until like episode 10, you like, oh, this happened?
Nah, you think I'm you swear
Samir, you didn't finish Eccleston. You didn't finish
You're right.
Eccleston.
I did. But you're gonna be disappointed, Bernard, about my reaction, okay? I don't know if I'm a Whovian. I keep telling you this. All right?
All right, well, then your wife is going to have to jump on for the 60th anniversary then.
Sure.
All right.
She's the Whovian in the house.
Yes. All right, so, guys, we are going to talk about the first 3 episodes of the 2005 revival of Doctor Who by Russell T Davies, which stars Christopher Eccleston as the 9th Doctor and Billy Piper as Rose Tyler. So, obviously it was 2005. The BBC, the channel, was very cheap. So CGI is not really good, even for 2005.
Oh, I like that they explained a lot of the leaps and logics, like how everyone has a British accent from the north. It's like, okay, the TARDIS rewired her brain. That's what she hears. Okay, fine. I will take that. All right, because I'm like, why does everyone talk? Why does everyone have an accent?
Yes. Okay. So yes, the TARDIS didn't rewrite her brain for the Doctor.
No, that's what he did. No, he rewrote it
for the aliens. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, and that's one of the things I like about the TARDIS. And when it comes to the TARDIS, there's a lot That's very weird about that.
Yeah, it's a lot of Deus Ex Machina loophole fillers in the TARDIS.
Yeah, and you find out so much more about the TARDIS when we get to Series 4, and if we continue going after Tennant's run. I mean, that's up to Samir. There's a lot going on with Amy and Rory and the TARDIS. But, so yeah, what are your thoughts on the first 3 episodes? Because the first episode, obviously, we get an introduction of the Doctor, who we haven't seen since Universal almost basically killed the character because they did a made-for-TV movie. Why
did Universal ever do that? Let's say the story behind that movie.
Okay, so the story with that was Doctor Who didn't air over here. Okay, so it wasn't on PBS like Red Dwarf or Mr. Bean.
Right.
And the BBC...
shout out to Red Dwarf, by the way.
Yes. The BBC, the channel, was trying to revitalize Doctor Who. So basically, this was going to be a TV series that starred Paul McGann, who I know from Luther. What else have I seen Paul McGann in? And I feel like I'm saying the wrong name, but I'm pretty sure it's Paul McGann. Pretty sure I spelled his name wrong. Yeah, it's McGann. All right, so Luther. Oh, lesbian vampire killers. All right, let me go to his filmography real quick. So I don't think I've ever seen it. Oh, he was in Alien 3, the Three Musketeers with who's that? Yeah, Chris O'Donnell, the Disney one. Catherine the Great. I'm sorry, not the Gate.
Catherine the Great. Yeah.
Yeah. Agatha Christie's Marple, Ripper Street. But yeah, so it was supposed to be a film with him and Eric Roberts as the Master, who is another Time Lord, who we will eventually get into in later seasons, who is also a Time Lord. So yeah, so basically they were trying to bring Doctor Who back and make it appeal to a U.S. audience, and it got good reviews, but I mean, the viewership, not so much. I mean, I think I would have watched this in '96 when it came out if I knew about it, because I think it aired on Fox. You know what I remember airing on Fox in the '90s? That was a made-for-TV movie that was supposed to be a backdoor pilot for a show. Generation X. Remember that? I think we had this conversation before.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. Live-action X-Men backdoor pilot. I think Emma Frost was in it, Sebastian.
Did they even
Nope, it didn't come to fruition.
No, did they even reference the
main X-Men, like Sky?
Yeah.
I don't fucking remember. That was 90, like that was in the 90s. But yeah, so he is fresh off of his war, which takes place in between that film and this series, which we will also get to when we get to the 50th anniversary of Doctor Who. And he meets a nice girl who works in a shop by the name of Rose Tyler. What was that?
I'm looking at the stills for Generation X. It's bad. It's bad.
Yeah. So, what are your thoughts on the first episode?
Well, I mean, once I adjust my brain to the low res, special effects of the 2000 aughts and the film quality, it was fine. I mean, again, I don't know. I think I just have an issue with Eccleston's Doctor overall. He's got to be the less quirkiest Doctor that we've ever had.
He really is. I mean, unless you want to go back to the old days with like the first 3 Doctors.
And even then, they all kooky in their own way. It just
the first Doctor, he was old and serious. Second Doctor, it was either the second or the third one. One of the motherfuckers played the flute. I don't remember.
I don't know. One dude had a cape that he always wore, even though it was hot as balls. The other dude had the scarf. What was it, Tim something? The scarf guy? Long scarf?
I know who you're talking about. I think that's Tom Baker. I think he's...
Tom Baker. I'm tripping. Yeah, that's my wife's favorite one. Tom Baker's my wife's favorite.
Everybody like Tom Baker because they want that fucking scarf.
I mean, it drags. Like, what is that? But go do it. Do you, man? Do you? That's kooky. I like it. And it's like the Eccleston comes in with his edgy leather trench coat, and I don't know. I just don't feel it from him and his portrayal of the Doctor. He's just going with the flow, which is fine. It's kind of, I don't know. He's not as visually interesting as the other Doctors, in my opinion. Like you have You have Capaldi with his mad scientist look going on. You have Matt Smith with his kooky little bow tie and his dorky, just dorky look.
Because bow tie.
Freaking yeah, Jodie Whittaker's whole deal was just downright goofy. Loved it, right? And then it's like, and then you had Tenet, and it's like Tenet, his whole character is just, Actually, funny story. We watched some Good Omens, and good God, he's a character. His physical acting is just on another level. Okay,
you didn't get that from Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, Barty Crouch Jr. Hello, Father.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like he's in this role. It's like I just didn't get that. Not to say that Hutchinson's a bad actor. He's okay. He's good. It's just that the way they act,
Dark World,
that wasn't his fault. The way they asked him to act and the character and how they wrote him, I just wasn't finding him as visually interesting as a Doctor, and that's what kind of made me fall out of love with him. If that's my critique of the whole 3 episodes, honestly. And to be honest, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go that deep with it, but that's kind of what I felt about it.
Yeah, so going back and rewatching this show because a former friend got me onto this show, and he let me borrow his DVDs because I don't think they remastered Doctor Who in the Blu-ray. And I literally burned through like the first. I think he gave me the first 2 series to watch. And I burned through Eccleston, and then I just hopped straight to Tenet, and I finished it in a week. And this was I want to say like 2014, 2015. It was like around the time I started doing Comics Radar. Shout out to John Campbell. And bro, I caught up to the point where, like when like series, I want to say 7 or 8, it's like one of Smith's seasons, like started to air on TV. I'm like, okay, I'm in, I'm caught up, let's go. So like I was literally burning through that in like, weeks.
Okay, pause. Sorry. So actually, you might enjoy this. So for $499, you could own seasons up to, I think, Matt Smith.
With the big box set.
It's all Blu-ray with the set of screwdriver.
Yeah, but whose screwdriver is it?
You have to be just that blue
tip.
There's a blue tip. Yeah, I think there's blue tip.
So that's Eccleston Tenet. They had the same Sonic.
Oh yeah, that's probably what.
Because Matt Smith's was green and it kind of like had like a claw thing, so it would shoot up and extend out. But
yeah.
So yeah, going back to the show, I'm really starting to get reminded as to why I love Doctor Who, because I mean, like I said, I was rooting for Jodie Whittaker, but them seasons, they weren't hitting, and that's a writing team's fault, showrunner, because usually every Doctor gets a different showrunner. So when Eccleston left, Russell T Davies stayed as the showrunner, but when Tennant left, Stephen Moffat took over. And when Moffat left, and when Moffat and Capaldi left, that's when Jodie Whittaker took over with Chris Chibnall. So I mainly know Chris Chibnall for writing dramas like Broadchurch, which also starred David Tennant. And it just wasn't hitting. But so yeah, rewatching these first 3 episodes, I was like, okay, I'm down, I'm cool, let's go. I'm back in it. I'm back in there like swimwear. So first episode was amazing. Like I said, my only issue, like going back and watching this episode, was like, bruh, really Living Plastic? That's where y'all wanted to go with y'all first episode? But overall, it was good. And the second episode was the same. I mean, we went to like the year 3 billion and saw the end of the world, and we saw the last living human being, Cassandra O'Brien, which is basically a lump of skin that needs to be moisturized. And it was fucked up what she did to the black lady who was basically made out of wood.
Well, there was a lot of people who died too. It wasn't just the hot black lady who was a tree. The hot tree lady.
I know. She also she didn't kill the face of Bo. Bo didn't die, did he?
No, he got boiled a little bit, but he was fine.
Yeah.
The blue guy in the chair died.
Yeah, the blue guy in the chair died.
The steward died.
Yeah.
And the one worker lady who had a conversation with Rose had a very nice conversation with her, and then she got murdered. Poor lady.
And then we got the third episode, which was I can't remember what it was called, but
the Ghost Lights or something. Yeah.
Yeah. It takes place in Victoria, England, and we actually come across our first actual person from history. Charles Dickens.
Yeah.
And this episode actually starts to set up a bunch of stuff that will come back later on in the season. So keep in mind, just try to remember Bad Wolf, Samir, okay? Because you're going to start to see that a lot. Because remember when the one lady was talking to Rose, and she was like, "You're the bad wolf," and so on and so forth. You're going to cause like the end of time or something like that. I can't remember what all she said. But just try to keep Bad Wolf in the back of your brain, okay?
All right.
But yeah, so that one was a very slow episode. I never really liked that episode. I mean, yeah, it was fast paced and everything, but it still just felt slow to me. As far as like an episode where, you actually get a person from history, man, if we get the Matt Smith and we get to that Vincent Van Gogh episode, if you don't cry, you're a monster, man. That's all I got to say. Because Tony Curran, the Invisible Man from the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, he was also Jamie Murray. Ain't that your girl? Jamie Murray? British chick. Yeah, her husband on Defiance. Yeah. Oh, he was also in Secret Invasion. That's right. He was this girl who got shot in the leg in the last episode.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, did a good fucking job with Vincent Van Gogh. Like, anyone watches that episode, you're gonna cry. But so yeah, guys, that is pretty much a one-sided review because I don't know what the hell Samir's doing because his whole screen just went black. Clicking on shit over here. You ain't chime in on the third.
I did chime in. I gave my opinion of Eccleston and why I had a hard time getting into the season. I didn't mean for it to go that deep, but I mean, let the chick fry. She sucked. All right. Oh man, I'm gonna bleach my blood vessels. Like, okay, like, and then she had everything wrong. Like, that had me tripped out. Like, she gonna say,
the iPod and brought a big ass record player.
Yeah, the freaking jukebox, and then it was like, then they started dropping "Toxic" by Britney Spears. That was dope.
Yeah, I mean, it was 2005, man. Britney was on the top of the world. She went out here going full Karen, talking about, I tapped a 7-foot dude on the shoulder and he hit me in the face.
I mean, she should have. I don't know if she's got shot hit in the face. I'm not gonna say she got hit in the face.
She didn't get hit. She hit herself in the face. Okay, so we gonna talk about something that's not nerve related for a quick minute before we get out of here.
What the heck happened? I thought his bodyguard smacked her.
No, his bodyguard pushed her hand away, so she hit herself. What? You can't stop your hand if somebody push you?
No, I mean, depends on how much force is in it.
I mean, bro, if that was the case, she would have flown. She would have got flown across the room.
No, if he threw her hand back and she couldn't stop it.
He swatted it, basically.
Dang, they didn't know Britney Spears? That's messed up.
It was a casino in Vegas. She looked like a crazy person. All right. I gotta find a soundbite for when one of us say something problematic. So, Britney's still a little unhinged, dude. Have you not seen her Instagram?
No.
She just be in her house with the running eye makeup, with the smoky eye look, and just randomly dancing like every single day.
Look, leave her alone. She been doing enough.
Okay, Chris Crocker. But look, all I'm saying is she could have made that man lose his NBA contract. He just got signed. I think he was the number 1 draft pick. Bro, dude's a French kid from he's a 7-foot French kid.
That's tall.
Yeah. So how you tap his shoulder, Brittany? You like all of 5'2".
I mean, if she go all the way up, she might tap it.
No. You might tap the bottom of his shoulder blade. But no, not his shoulder. Brittany ain't got a fucking 3-foot wingspan. Yeah, look up how tall Britney Spears is real quick.
All right, she is 5'4". She is short.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to do the math in my head. I don't think she might be able to.
Shut up.
Bruh, the video.
If she fully extended her arm straight up and she's sitting next to him, she might be able to tap the top of his shoulders.
Yeah, but they were walking. So
yeah.
So the video came out. She tapped the middle of his back. That's how high she got.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So on that note, guys, we are going to call it a wrap. So this is Bernard, aka the Scarlet Spider,
And this is Samir, the King in Black.
and we are the Angry Blerds podcast.
Join us next time. Same Blurred channel, same Blurred network.
All right, guys.
Next time, I'll try to give a preliminary review of the first,
The next 3 episodes.
the first few hours of Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh shit.
Stop that.
Okay. All right. So guys, next week, I already talked to her. She's gonna try. Your favorite streamer will be coming back, possibly to join us for a review of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Mutant Mayhem. So I did speak to Ryan, and she said she's gonna try to watch the movie, and hopefully she can join us.
Yes.
So guys, be sure to rate, review, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Give us some watches on YouTube. You can see Samir just stare absentmindedly at his computer and not look at me at all, like throughout this entire podcast.
But no, I'm always looking at you. You know you're important to me.
Shut up, bro. Samir, tell the people bye.
Stay classy.
And stay frosty, guys. All right. Peace. Fuck my back.